everybody, it's Breno and PJ. We're back for another 2024 team wrap-up here at the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. And we're looking into the 15th place Parramatta Eels. PJ, kick us off with how you reckon, briefly, how the Eels went in 2024.
Oh, it was a tough season for the Parramatta Eels. As you know, they were in the
Absolutely.
Spoon Bowl in the last round and put 60 on the West Tigers. Crazy, but they suffered. Mitchell Moses, a couple of times he got injured during the season. He was out for a long period of time. The team subsequently collapsed immediately after. We'll get into that shortly.
Yeah, their season kicked off really well, beating Bulldogs, Manly and Cowboys, then slumping to a 5-game losing streak. And in that streak, I think there was 12 games, and they've only won one in that 12 games. So ending up battling out the last spot with the Tigers in the best Spoon Bowl ever.
Loved it. It was very good.
All right, so Parramatta Eels, let's check them out. So a little bit of stats here. Finished in 15th on 20 points, 7 wins, 17 losses, and differential of minus 155. Total points scored 561 and conceded 716.
Yeah, Breno, I can tell you that 561 means they're in the top 8. Oh, the top 8 of attacking teams. They were the 8th best attacking team in the comp with 561 points. Somehow beating out the Bulldogs, who had 14 wins. They just had 7. But they were the second worst defence in the comp.
Yeah,
716 points.
Crazy.
Ain't getting you to finals, buddy. No.
That usually means you've lost more than what you've won, and that's exactly what the stats just show there.
Certainly does.
So looking at their season there we go, as we said before, lots of losses there, lots of red.
It started strong, big win over the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs, remember, they signed a whole bunch more guys, and they were looking like one of the teams that were going to make the finals. We were all like, yeah, we know the Bulldogs, but hey, guess what happened? Parramatta had a big 26-8 win in that first game. They lost to the Premiers, the triple Premiers, 26-18. Not a terrible result. And then they beat Manly. But in that Manly game, Mitchell Moses got injured. And, as Breno said, I think it was 2 wins in the next 15, 16 rounds. They just never recovered. They got him back. He played Origin. He got injured in Origin 3. Won the comp. So go the Blues, but got injured in Origin 3 and never came back again.
Eels,
it was a tough year for the Parramatta fans out there. We feel for you guys.
We do, yes. What's the matter, Parramatta? I always wanted to say that.
What do you think was the best win, Brenner?
Best win, obviously the last game to get away from that wooden spoon. They smashed the Tigers 60 to 26. Wasn't a good game though, but yeah, they just totally annihilated West, who didn't turn up.
Yeah, I was going to pick the round 1 match versus the Bulldogs because that was a highly anticipated, Western Sydney
the old battle,
Para and Bulldogs. But I'm actually going to pick the round 13 versus the Cronulla Sharks because the Sharks are flying high at that point.
Yeah,
and that definitely ruined my tips that week because I did not pick Parramatta after the previous losses. So I'm going to say best win of the year, Parramatta 34, Sharkies 22. What was your worst result of the year, Breno?
Worst result?
Be nice now.
Well, surprisingly, it wasn't that they got smashed or anything. I just remember this game, we were talking about it before, Parramatta and Penrith in round 23. I do recall there was right at the end of the game where Gutho had a chance to level it up and go to golden point, and he's totally butchered the kick. It's gone sprayed off to the side, and yeah, he hung his head in shame that day. It was very ordinary.
It wasn't far.
He didn't kick.
It wasn't far away from the post either.
No, it was very close. And,
yeah.
Don't know how he missed it. That ruled my tips. That's it. Not tipping Parramatta again.
Yep, bastards. Yep, but that was after the Penrith Panthers had a massive comeback because the Parramatta team led by a long way. Penrith took the lead, and Parra get the penalty goal, and then subsequently missed said penalty goal. And that was a pretty bad loss. I'm going with their round 4 loss to the West Tigers after winning 2 of the first 3 matches. All credit, losing Mitchell Moses, but playing against the West Tigers, who were, I think, 2-1 at that point. They had a win, a loss, and a bye. Parramatta should have won that game. They quite simply should have won that game. Even without Mitchell Moses, they should have won that game. That was the beginning of the end for the Parramatta Eels in round 4.
Massive slide after that,
Yeah.
Okay, so also Parramatta, their completion rate was pretty ordinary too, 76%. Tackle efficiency was 85%. Average points scored 23, and they conceded 29, which isn't too bad. But it just shows on the points table where they ended up.
Mike Acevo, though, a shining light, 17 tries in that left side attack. I think Gutherson had a great season, 112 points. He played a really good performance throughout most of the year. He's a guy you can build a team around, but they need more than Mitchell Moses and Clint Gutherson. And I think this is where Parramatta continue to struggle. 11 players announced leaving the club this year, so there's a bit of a clean out going on. 11 of their top 30 gone. I expect changes next year, and hopefully for Parramatta fans, some better results.
Yeah, so Gutho got the most points, even though we're just talking about how many missed goals he's had. So, well, that just goes to show there. Looking at the goals for Gutho, he got 38, and the leader, Val Holmes, got 95. It goes to show how many he's probably missed in the year. And Sevo, he's always up there with their biggest try scorers, but
he's good.
He missed a few games this year, so that's probably.
He did miss a few games. I was astounded, Reno, when I looked at the stats, and Mitchell Moses played 8 games this year. 8, Reno.
Yeah, right.
8 out of 24 through that broken foot injury in the Manly game, and then the injury, I forget what it was in Origin, but shoulder I think it was, and he was out for basically the rest of the season.
That definitely hurt Parramatta.
You take any number 7 out of any team. Look at the Roosters, what they're doing at the moment. Take any number 7 out of the team, they're going to struggle for sure.
Oh, absolutely, that's
what about next year?
All right, so look at who they're gaining. So Zach Lomax comes from St. George over to Para. An interesting move.
Yep. Shane Flanagan tapped him on the shoulder this year and said, buddy, have a look at the stats. You're not a centre. I'm going to play you as winger. I know you're not going to be happy. I'm going to play you as winger. Not only did he play fantastic and make the Origin team and win the Origin team, but he also subsequently signed with Parramatta to play centre.
Oops.
There's no words for that.
What are you doing?
There's just no words for
What are you doing?
Yeah, so Parramatta absolutely need to play him on the wing next year. Jason Riles, I'm sure you know it already, but you've got to play him on he's a fantastic winger. He is an average centre at best. Hayes Dunster has a mutual option, Breno, for next year.
Yeah, okay.
It's still listed as mutual, so I'm guessing he hasn't taken it up, or Parramatta haven't taken it up. I'm not sure. Morgan Harper, big signing with Parramatta 2 years ago from Manly, off contract and not wanted. Yeah, not wanted. And sadly for the Parramatta Eels, Blaze Talangi, who's been amazing for them coming in when Gutherson was injured, signing with the Penrith Panthers because they got a bit of money. They've let
I was going to say they need some more good players, don't they? Yeah,
they let Jerome Luai go, and they've also let Taruva, Jamaica, Taruva. They let Taruva go to West Tigers. They're both going to West Tigers, and they've signed one of the most exciting players in the NRL right now. I tell you, Parramatta will be kicking themselves by round 7 next year. They let that happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think a few of them already are.
talking about next year. So let's see what you think, PJ. But if you're looking at top 8, I'm saying no.
No.
Prediction for final position, I'm going straight out 11th.
Yeah, I was thinking that 12 to 13, so I think we're on par there. I think Parramatta will be better than they were last year.
They should be,
yeah. Mitchell Moses, as I said, 8 of 24. All he has to do is stay healthy.
That's it.
And
he needs to be on the field. Yeah, if he's on the field,
they win a lot more games.
They might do even better. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be saying 11, 12, maybe 8. Maybe they come top 8.
They might do what the Knights did and slip over the line.
I'll do what I do with the Bunnies replay yesterday. Go watch it, ladies and gentlemen. But if Mitchell Moses is healthy, 8. If he's not, 11 or 12.
Right.
There we go. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
Gamble responsibly.
Reminiscent of PJ's tip of the week. We could probably do a PJ's team of the week.
We need a Breno something of the week. So you put in the comments, what should Breno's segment be? He needs a goose of the week or something. So player who does something stupid on the field or off the field, whatever. We should definitely have a Breno's Goose of the Week award.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let us know, guys, what you think, how Parramatta went this year and what you reckon they might do next year.
Yep, let us know in the comments and keep an eye out for the next team review.
Who we got next?
That will be the mighty Gold Coast Titans.
Ooh, all right.
Up next.
Keep watching. Thanks for joining us. See ya.
See ya.